you can actually be in charge of the promises that people will make and how you will combine that promises to productivity. And I call that prophecy. So between the promise and the productivity comes the word prophecy. Welcome back to this episode. Don't forget I said I will share something with you the last time we met. And, sometimes ago, I was running a restaurant business and, a guy approached me. It was the leader of his department. And he said they're having a dinner party that they want to give me the contract. I was so happy. In fact, I started making preparations, trying to gather capital, people, and so many things. The contract was huge. So I was so excited. But a few days later, the guy just approached me and said, sorry, we are not going to do this thing again. We discovered that our budget cannot actually, handle what you gave us, and blah, 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 blah. And he said the vice president of that department at that particular time suggested that they should do it locally within themselves, that she will actually handle the cooking by herself. I felt a little bit disappointed, so down, because I was actually budgeting that it's going to be like a break for me in business. And the funny thing, and actually, happens to know the vice president or the person he mentioned, but I just overlooked the whole thing. Yeah, and I overlooked the whole thing, and I moved on. But I think the way life will now have it is that that vice president that took the job away from me, she's now my wife. And I just look at life that, actually, she took away the business away from me, but I didn't know eventually we'll be together as husband and wife. But I just shared this for you to know that there are things that will be said in your absence in terms of business and professional growth. So the way God ordained it is that you prophesy, you need to be prophetic. There will be contrary, events. There will be circumstances. People promise you a job. They say, we are going to employ people, and we are going to employ this number of so and so. Before you know it, they said they've reduced it to 20. Before you know, they call it, they have to, there will be a list. And that list is described in such a way that we are going to remove certain people, and we are going to have these certain people, want you to do something for us. And somebody even say, I want to build. Like a guy called me recently and said, sir, you promised that you will give me a particular job. I replied, I said, the last time I told you, I said, start praying for your customers. I said, because when it is well with me, then I can say, I want to patronize you. He was looking at me. He was a furniture maker. He was just looking at this. Is he up to that? And that is what many people don't know today. That the very things you want to achieve, the money you need, the people that are supposed to come and patronize you, they don't have the money, or they may likely change their mind. You will give them your budget. They will compare with another thing. And year in, year out, you'll be looking at yourself. Somebody promised to give me a job. You did not know that the list you gave the person is comparing with another list. So I want to advise you, you cannot just fold your arms and say, okay, this person wants to give me that job. Automatically, the job will come. Like the guy who said, sir, what about the work you want to give me? I said, I told you the last time that if it is well with me, it will be well with you. So start praying for your clients, pray for your customers, pray for the event and circumstances that will determine if that work will get to you or not, if that promotion will get to you or not. You cannot just live in our world on a mere promise by words. That somebody promised you to get you a job, somebody promised to get you a contract, somebody somebody approached you and said, I want to buy this car. Okay, I will come back again tomorrow. That I'm coming back may be another shop entirely. That I'm coming back to repair my something with you may be that the person will go to another place entirely. But with this principle of Job 29:11, you can actually be in charge of the promises that people will make and how you will combine that promises to productivity. And I call that prophecy. So between the promise and the productivity comes the word prophecy. And you can actually be prophetic. Oh, what do you mean by that, man of God? How can I be prophetic? I'm telling you, in fact, the finest people in our world that should be prophetic are professionals and entrepreneurs. And tomorrow, we're going to deal with that, on how to be prophetic, to combine the promises and the performance. God bless.